Hello, Flosstube. Welcome back. I have something stuck in my throat already. It is episode 66. Today is Wednesday, March 3rd. Welcome back to our channel. I can't believe it's March already. I feel like it's been March for a very long time, and it's only the 3rd. I feel like February took forever, which I'm not complaining, but I just feel like this winter has been kind of dragging. But I don't know about where you guys are right now. I know we have people all over the place. I hope that your weather is getting as nice as what it is here in Pittsburgh, because we've had like 2 days of sunshine, which is pretty rare for us. And it's starting to get warmer. But the best thing about it is hearing the birds chirping. We have like a plethora of birds in our backyard. And every morning you wake up and you can just hear them going at it. So spring is coming. It is on its way. So happy times here in Pittsburgh. We hope that your weather is cooperating for you as well. I think everybody in the country is back to normal. Thank God. So let's get started. I know we have a lot to talk about tonight because it's March Madness. Yes, so exciting. And of course, we're going to talk about that a lot tonight. So if you're not participating in March Madness, first of all, why? Second of all, you should be. Third, you can always be an athletic supporter. So you can be a March Madness supporter. So I'm sure that your Instagram feeds have been overloaded with, if you follow Stitchers on there, with their polls that they've been posting for the past couple of days. It has been the highlight of my day. I think the girls can agree as well. And so we're excited to talk about that tonight. So let's jump right in with our best new thing like we always do. And Jody, you're first tonight.
I'm never first.
I know. Listen, bitch, I'm never first. I'm never first.
You control it. Make yourself first.
I don't want to be like, yabba, yabba, yabba. Okay, and now me again.
Regis would go first. He would be like, it's my turn. Backwards next week. All right, I have two. So my first one is March Madness. I cannot tell you how much I am loving looking at my phone and going through and voting on everyone's polls. It's so fun for me. Like, I love it. And I wake up in the morning and I have like a million notifications of people that have tagged me in their stories to like go and vote. And I love that. I love it so much. So please keep doing it, because it is like, it's so fun for me. And I go in and I really like look and see, like the progress that people are making on each one. And I feel like I make like an educated decision on like what should move forward. So it's I've been really enjoying it. And the other thing is, holy shit, like so many people are using our hashtag and tagging us personally, and like I never thought that like this many people would participate and it would become this like thing all month. And it's been incredibly fun to watch. See how excited people get about it and see people voting and posting their results. And like, it's just been a lot of fun for me to see people get involved, because I think that by doing that, it just kind of brings all of us in this community a little bit closer. Yeah. And especially right now, it just feels really good. So I'm loving it. My second best new thing is an old thing, but it's my Snag Nabbit. So if you don't have one of these, get one. Kristen got this for me eons ago. Okay, I still have it in its little plastic like container or little thingy. So it's this guy, and it's basically a needle, and it's like rough on one side. So if you have those like pesky like tails that pop through, this helps them go back to where they're supposed to be. So I have been stitching a lot on Lugana lately, And for some reason, I've been needing this like way more than normal. I don't know if it's the way I'm like tucking my tails or what's going on, but especially when I stitch on Lugana, this has been like a lifesaver. And I'm so petrified that it's going to break or I'm going to lose it because I have one. So
I have an extra.
Buy like a whole bunch, but like if you don't have one of these, go get one. You need one. Everybody needs to have one of these. So that's been my my like tool of the week this week.
I have to give, of course, we always try to give credit where credit is due for these fantastic ideas, but I got to give my shout out to Steph from Just Keep Stitching, because I never even knew what a snag nabbit was until I watched one of her videos, and she did a tutorial video on how to get your stitches to lay flatter, and almost mimicking, she does a kind of combination of the railroad method as well. So to get her stitches to lay side by side. And she uses her snag nabbit. If she ever has a thread that looks like it's starting to twist a little bit, she uses her snag nabbit and it pulls it back into line. So you can literally use that snag nabbit on every single stitch if you wanted to. It seems a little tedious to me, but if you have one stitch that just looks a little wonky, just slide it right through and it'll straighten it out for you, just like it. So thanks, Steph, because that was a lifesaver, my friend, a lifesaver. Very nice.
I feel like I need to go watch this video because I don't know anything about snag nabbit. I feel like I've never heard of it until this second happening.
Yeah, we need to get Erica a tutorial video on the snag nabbit because it's life-changing. All right, Erin, you are next.
I have two, but my big one is I got to give Brooke a hug today, and I got to see her, and it was amazing. And I keep saying I'll show you the picture of us in front of the store, all masked up.
Oh, so cute.
It was amazing. It was everything that I wanted it to be. It felt like life again. Like it was this glimmer of hope that like if we can get through whatever we need to get through, there is going to be a form of what we used to have back. And that's what it felt like to me today. Like it was everything I needed. It was love, and it was amazing, and it was regenerating, and I just felt great. And Aria, like we don't get to go to stores anymore. So I didn't know that she's like this amazing kid to shop with now. Like she was in the store with me. She didn't touch anything she wasn't supposed to. She didn't like grab stuff. She showed me things she liked. She called me over. It was amazing. We had lunch in my mom's van afterwards from like the restaurant we love there. And she let me and Brooke just like talk, and she played like she was driving the car, and she just once in a while would chirp in. I'm telling you, that kid, like she blew me away today. I can't say enough about how great she was, and it was amazing. And Brooke, I love you, and it was fantastic to see you, and we are all still pulling for her. She's still in the middle of her battle, and things are going well so far, so stay strong. It was great. So then, on my way home, in Michigan, you get like, I feel like in Pittsburgh, they have it down that the trains don't cross where people are actually crossing. Like they have that system pretty well rigged. Okay, in Michigan, they do not. And so if one of those trains goes by, you're stuck for like 15, 20 minutes waiting for the train to go. And it's so obnoxious. And of course, I was running late. And I look over and I see this older man and this older lady picking up trash. They just like were out picking up trash. And you guys, this lady was, I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the video, but she was like rocking to her own beat. She's just like grooving along. She's pulling these dance moves out, and then she'll reach down and grab some garbage, and then she dances some more. It brought me up. I was like, you're right. I don't care about this train. I'm going to sit back and watch you for the next 10 minutes.
That's amazing.
She made my life. I want to be that woman when I get to be her age. Like, she's incredible. She is everything. And if you know that woman in the Fenton area, let me know, because I want to be her friend. And also the owner of Stitches and Things, I don't know, I didn't quite understand if she watched us or not, but just in case, she is fantastic, and she was so sweet to Aria. She gave her like a toy, and she was fantastically nice and just helped us whenever she was amazing. So thank you so much.
Awesome.
Next store rocks. If you are anywhere near there, she'll order. If she doesn't have it, she's like, yeah, I'll order it. It'll be here in no time. She's amazing.
Well, and I know Erin, once we get to Hall, she'll have a few things to show us from her excursion today.
So my husband, I heard him on the phone to my daughter. He was like, tell me the truth. How many bags did mommy come home with?
Don't worry about it.
Like, you don't need to know that.
Aria's going to learn real soon that the real answer is 1. Okay, it's always just 1.
That was the real answer, to be fair, but that's really funny.
It doesn't matter how big the bag is.
She kept looking at me like, should I say? And I was like, it was only 1. Stop making me look more guilty.
Oh, God.
Even if it wasn't, it was only 1.
1.
All right, Erica, what's your best new thing?
Okay. I have 2. One, well, okay, first of all, I think, Erin, that you all like getting stuck at the train happens most often when you're running late, right? Like,
and I was like, I would have been right on time for my mom. And of course, that train, I was like, Mom, I'm sorry, I got stuck behind the train.
It's a great excuse.
I mean, it is frustrating. I sort of forgot how frustrating, but hearing about it today, I'm like, oh, right. That was always the worst. Great. Okay. So my best new things. One of them is also like being able to connect with all these people through March Madness. It's been so exciting, and I think that I've loved it because like I will like comment on some things sometimes and then have like a small conversation with the person. And I just think it's really cool to like make that personal connection. And I found out that I like have some stuff in common with a couple of different people that I wouldn't have known if I hadn't like, you know, commented on what I thought about their project. I just think it's so cool that we have so many people like all over the world who are doing this. And it's super fun and I love it a lot. So yay. My other best new thing is that is Erin, because today I'm gonna cry. When Erin went to Stitches and Things, she was like 10 minutes away from the cemetery where my mom's family is buried. So she went and visited my grandma, and it was really special to me. It really meant a lot because I haven't been to Michigan in a really long time, so I haven't been able to like go and like see that everything looks okay there. And my grandpa lives far away, so he can't go very often. And so Erin went. She found her spot, and everything looked fine and great. And this, you know,
the sun was shining right on her. It was beautiful there.
My grandpa had put like a grave blanket around Christmas time, and it still looked pretty good, I thought.
Oh, that was around Christmas. Brooke and I were commenting that it looked like it was just placed there. It looked great. It's a great condition.
My mom told me that it was around Christmas, so I don't know if it was like right at Christmas or just like sometime in December, but it looked pretty awesome for having just been sitting outside for a few months, right? Yeah. So it really meant a lot to me, Erin, that you were able to do that, and I love you. So
I love you.
Oh, that's amazing. Erin, I didn't know that you did that. That's so cool.
Yeah. She's in a beautiful spot. It's a very pretty cemetery.
It is. It is.
That is so special. Well, I'm glad to know that she is resting peacefully and in a beautiful spot. So amazing. My best new thing this week is the weather's been clearing up. My backyard is no longer like a complete muddy mess. It's still pretty muddy. But because the weather's been getting nice, my neighbors that live next door to us, they're an elderly couple, and they got a Shih Tzu puppy back in December. So their little Shih Tzu is about 2 months younger than Oscar. And his name is Max. And every day I watch his name is Jay. My husband's name is Jay. So it gets a little confusing when I'm outside and I'm hollering and I'm like, hey, Jay. And then, you know, the old stuff. But so he and Max go for like these little walks every day up and down the sidewalk. So when I see him come out, Oscar and I go outside, and we've started this tradition over the past week where it's been we go out and like we greet each other and we just let the two little dogs play together. So it's important, I think, just because they probably don't get a ton of socializing for their dog, only because we were taking Oscar to puppy class and doing all that stuff. I'm not a lot of people don't do that, but it's important to get your puppy socialized. So really the only dogs he sees are the dogs in the neighborhood. So today we had a Buddy introduction. So I left Oscar in the house and I brought Buddy out, and then Buddy and Max got to play. And that was Max's first experience with the big dog. So in a couple of days, we'll do Luna. And then once everybody's comfortable, then we'll bring Max over and let them all play in the backyard once it's not super happy. So it's been fun, like making new friends. So
That's really cute.
Adorable.
and they love each other, and I just think it's good for him too. I mean, it's he and his wife, but this is definitely like his little dog, and he spends so much time with him. So anytime we're out, we're always talking about the dogs and letting them play around. So it's been good for me too. Like I love having a good relationship with our neighbors, obviously, and then it's just like another human being to talk to outside of like your four walls. So it's been good. But we've been having fun. I'll try to get some video to show next time of Oscar and Max playing, because it is cute because they're so tiny and they do like to like wrestle around with each other. All right, so let's start talking about haul and stitchy kindness, shall we? Jody, did you buy anything this week?
Yes, I did. So I was at the dollar store. I was getting some stuff for Stella for school because they go through shit so fast. And little did I know, the dollar store has like this whole craft section. Like I'm talking yarn, I'm talking ribbon, raffia, like so much stuff. Okay.
Cool.
So there was this whole section of like wooden stuff, you know me and like wooden things, finishes. Really cute trays that are adorable.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my God,
Hey.
that's so cute.
$1.
Oh,
Okay.
so cute.
They only had 2 of them, so you know I bought both of them. So if you need one of these, need one right away, holler at me. But how cute is that? And it's not big. It's not like a giant tray. Like you can see, it's like, you know, it's not big at all. And so it would be so cute for like a little finish, paint it, little, you know, rope on the inside. So cute, right?
I was just thinking that's how I finished the gobble couple for my
mom. Yes.
In that tray that Jason painted for me.
And ever since you did that, I was like, a tray is where it's at. Like,
yes. Because you could lay it flat or you could prop it up. Like you could put it on a stand and like prop it up, or you could lay it flat.
Or you could even.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, so cute, right?
Yeah.
And then I got these. Look how thick they are.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, they're like hefty. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do them, but I got a couple of those as well. So they didn't have a lot of like shapes like that. They had like hearts, which didn't really interest me. But I picked up a couple of those. So that was like my dollar store find. And I was so excited about it because those things at the craft store, like at Joann's or whatever, they're not cheap.
Yeah.
And so Dollar Tree for the win.
Yeah.
That's all I bought this week. I know we got some awesome mail, but I'll let Erica talk about that. So
sounds good. Well, Erin, you're next, and then maybe I'll have Erica go last since she has the major haul this week.
Awesome.
All right.
All right. So the first thing I'll show is one I didn't quite get yet because it's actually a market piece. The 4 of us are going to be getting this and stitching it. It's called Strawberry Cow by Tiny Modernist. Too cute.
I love it so much.
I mean, it's just too cute.
I love it.
So cute. So I placed the order. It's coming in the mail. Pumped.
Thank you, Erin.
You're so welcome, ladies. I'm so excited to stitch that with you. So the next thing, I have a pattern coming from Bobby, but I'm not home. I think it's already there, as a matter of fact. But I did, I should know what it's called. Oh, it's like a firehouse. It's a Christmassy pattern. Anyways, it's super cute. This is the color palette for it because I bought the fancy floss. I was like, I can actually fancy floss kit something.
Is it the series with the little storefronts?
Yes, but this one's like the firehouse. It's like firehouse number 22 because I figured I could do it. It looks just like Jonathan's firehouse, and then I can just change the numbers to their firehouse number.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh,
How cute.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
So I floss kitted that one up, and then I bought another Tiny Modernist, and I know Erica was looking at this one at some point. I don't know if she bought it or not.
I didn't, but I love it.
I love
Good
it,
choice.
and I also fancy floss kitted this one up. I was like, I'm not gonna get the fancy floss.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Look
I'm
at
sorry, I showed the pattern. Quick,
Cool. Cool.
can you mark that to cut it? Okay, sorry.
Listen, if anyone is pausing and zooming in on that to steal that pattern, we've got some issues.
You little one. I love it so much.
Oh my God, that mouse is adorable.
Cute. And now I know this one, somebody showed it to us recently, and ever since I saw it, I was like, yep, that's going on my list. Kitty in the Round.
Yes.
Oh, that's cute.
And it's really small. And so I told Aria, I'm like, it's just a solid color. Pick whatever color speaks to you. Go to the wall and pick a color that speaks to you. And she picked Tutti Frutti.
Oh, fun.
So I'm going to stitch it in that.
Jody, can I just say that Catherine sent me the new releases that are coming out at market for that designer. I think it's like JL.
I think this was a shit that Catherine made me buy.
Yeah.
I think that was who sent me this. Catherine. See, I did buy it.
She wants me to get the bunny one and then said, wouldn't that be fun if Jody made like some spring colored thread? And I'm like, yeah, she already did. I got a whole stack of it. This is perfect. So I'm going to buy those bunnies and I'm going to stitch them in all different pastel-y colors.
Totally. I love that.
Send some of that thread to my girl, Catherine, so she can stitch too, since it was her idea. But I was like, stop sending me shit to buy. You're bad. Bad.
I immediately put it on my list. I'm like, I have to have it. She's so good.
I know.
This pattern, Athena had sent us as one of the options as the freebie when I won the contest, and I had to get it because it's too cute.
Oh, yes.
Don't worry, when I finish it, I'll hand it off to whoever needs it.
Chardonnay too. Oh, I love that.
It's a good one, right? I couldn't not get it. Look how cute it is.
Adorbs.
And it's only 78 by 49, so it's not even like huge.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so then Aria really wanted to get you guys something, and I knew I was getting the pattern already, but I said, why don't you go to the fancy, there's the fancy floss there, it's like a whole room, and it's amazing. So I was like, go into the fancy floss room and pick the colors that speak to you about the girls. Like, what color is each girl? So this one, she said, this is Kristen. And I was like, that's funny that like pink is the color that you would choose for her. And then I looked at the name and it's called Shrimp Cocktail. I'm like, no, this is perfect.
I was like, could that not be any more perfect?
Nailed it. She nailed that one. So then Jody, she said this one spoke to Jody. It's Liberty.
Oh.
And this one was Erica, Sally's Sunshine.
Oh, that's cute. Aw.
Those are
so
from
cute.
Aria.
Thank you, Aria.
Thank you.
And then
Aria.
you guys, right next door to it is like the best chocolate place in the world. It's called Sweet Variations in Fenton. And I do believe they have an online shop. I'm going to show you the little sampler that I got.
Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
Oh, I'm so excited to dig in. They make them on site. Oh, God, it smells so good. They make them on site. You can't go to that place without stopping. And then there's a tattoo shop right in the middle. And I've been thinking about getting that tattoo. I'm like, one day I'm going to be able to go stitching shop, tattoo place, chocolate.
If there was a coffee shop in that mix, I'd never leave. I'd never leave.
Why would you?
Just put a tent in the parking lot.
So the last thing we got, the owner, I blame her for this. I would not have purchased this. But Aria was there, and Aria saw these kits, and then the lady, she's so kind, and she brought over one that she had made, and they essentially look like stuffed animals. Well, of course, Aria is obsessed with stuffed animals. So this is what it is. It's like this orca wool kit thing.
Oh, needle
felting.
Needle.
What'd you say?
Is it needle felting?
It is. So the needles in here, she's not doing it, I'm doing it. And the lady,
no, she should not.
Because she told me the story. She's like, so these needles, essentially, they're like, I don't know what you call that. They're jagged. Barbed. Okay, so she apparently has gotten one stuck in her finger. Mm-hmm. And she was like, don't pull it out because it's like a fishing hook and it'll hurt even worse coming out. And I'm like, I don't like any of this story. I don't want to buy this. But she got Aria hooked, and so now I have to attempt it at the very least. And then Aria kept picking the advanced ones. They have these stickers on top that say easy, intermediate, advanced. I'm like, pick the easy. I don't know what I'm doing. Do you do these?
I've done it.
I've done one.
I've done needle felting on like felted crochet. It's have fun, Erin. I wish you luck.
No.
I was going to say my one and only attempt at doing needle felting, it was with one of those 3-prong needles, and it did go into the side of my finger. And
that's what I'm hearing. You guys, I cut the tip of my finger off when we got a new bread knife this year. I'm not good with this stuff.
No.
It's go in the closet and I pretend.
It's a dangerous sport.
I did one that was a little bird. I made a little bird one time, and if I could find it, I would show it to you. I'll look for it. But it was a good way it was very cathartic, I guess I would say. Because you're like
very stabby.
When like really like crazy with the needle. Yeah. It's intense.
I'm really afraid of it. I'm never gonna do it.
My friend Dana does it. She made me those Black Widow spiders.
Yes, that's
right.
Yeah, that I have on my Stephen King bookshelf, and I absolutely love them. And Grover, one time when we had Grover, he got one down off the shelf and he ate all the legs off of it. So then she had to needle felt me legs because all I had left was the body. But I have 2 now.
It says it makes 2. Maybe I can give her the kit and she could just make me one and keep one for herself.
100%. She'll do it.
Done. Awesome.
She would definitely do it. She's really good at it.
Right, perverted.
Yeah, she's really good at it. Okay, the only thing that I bought this week was I got my February Sips By box. So I just wanted to show that real quick because it took literally a month to get this box, and it's out of their own. It was Texas weather. I get it. But I'm glad it made it here safe and sound. And I'm actually
they ship from Texas.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So that's why with all of the crappy weather that Texas was having, that's why it was so delayed. And I always get mine later in the month than the girls anyways, just by when I signed up for it. So it just didn't make that cut for the end of February. But it was actually a really good box this month, and I'm excited. So the one that I'm drinking tonight is the organic Rooibos, the maple walnut tea. It is decaffeinated, and it is fantastic. It's not super syrupy. Like that's what you would think with like a maple walnut. You think it would taste a little like it would have the smell, maybe a little bit more of syrup. And it definitely does have.
How's the Rooibos? I'm on and off with Rooibos.
It's a delightful tea to drink. It's very smooth. There's no even bitterness to it. It hits your tongue. It's very silky feeling. It smells maple. It does not taste maple. So you still, as you're drinking it though, you still get like that hint of maple that I think that you're looking for with the name. So it's actually really nice. It's an organic tea. And yeah, South African Rooibos is high in antioxidants. It's caffeine free, and you can do it hot or iced. Interesting to see what it would be like iced. So anyway, highly recommend that one. And then I got the Zest tea again. this is the second time I've gotten a zest tea in my box. And this one is the Earl Grey blend. So I'll be interested to try this one. Of course, these ones are very high in caffeine.
How about the caffeine?
All about that caffeine. And then I got this by Modan white tea. It's an organic white tea. And I'm not usually a big fan of white teas. So I'm going to try this one iced and see how it goes. Very short steep time too, 2 minutes.
Yeah, because you can make that one go from great tasting to bad very quickly if you oversteep it.
That's interesting. Yeah, that makes sense then.
It's just like a green tea. It'll get skunky.
Oh, interesting. Maybe that's what I've been doing wrong with my white teas all this time.
It's a quick
steeping it. That would make sense then, because I usually don't like the taste of green tea because I feel like it's too bitter. That could just be
what it is. Sometimes even green teas, sometimes they're like a 30-second steep. Like some of them are real fast.
I did not know that. Wow. This one then is a green tea. This is a Nepal tea called Kajajanga Verde. So it is a green tea from Nepal. And it's a medium caffeine tea. So again, this could be good either hot or iced. Now that I know that more about the white and the green tea, maybe that'll change my perspective on it a little bit.
It's always a light flavor. That's the point of a green tea. But you got to do it quickly because that skunk taste is not good.
Yeah, it says as well for this steep 2 to 3 minutes and only at 160 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
Most of your black teas you're steeping at boiling, 212. So maybe I was making my water too hot too.
Yeah, you can burn it, definitely.
Well, listen, I learn something new all the time. These Sips by boxes are they're just the bee's knees.
It rounds out the tea education. I love it.
I love it. Love talking about tea. But that's all I got this week. Yeah, so let's get into some stitchy kindness that we got as well. So Erica, you're up.
Oh, okay. I have something before that. And that is that I got my Cozy Cafe Club kit from the Frosted Pumpkin in the mail. And
oh my God.
It's so good. Okay, first of all, it's still in the plastic. Sorry. Look at this needle minder.
Oh, can we talk now too about how they are the Black Needle Society? They were announced. Did you see that it also comes with a needle minder? Whatever they're doing comes with a needle minder.
Wow.
Yes. And I cried to myself and rocked myself calm. I'm kidding. I didn't do that. Okay, but I also got the this little zip pouch that they had, and it has their little coffee cup for this one, and it's super nice quality zip pouch. And on the little thing is a teeny tiny, super glittery like teacup. Can you see that?
Oh my God.
Oh.
Isn't that cute?
Wowie.
And then here's the kit itself. They always package it really nicely. Here's all the floss, and there are beads. This is beads involved, which stresses me out because I've never done beads, but they said it's going to be easy. And a beading needle, and a little sticker, and the regular needles, and the fabric, and the floss, and boom, bada boom, ready to rock.
Wow. Now, are you going to use your fabric, or are you picking your own fabric? What have you decided?
I think I'm going to use the one that they suggest.
What's the called for?
It is a 13 by 18 cut of 14 count Aida in opal by Picture This Plus. Can you see that?
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will be nice. Seems to go well with all of the colors that they picked. So
they do a good job.
It'll be a nice neutral for that. So nice. That was what I got recently, and I got excited about it, and got the pink package in the mail, and because they send a lot of their stuff in like these pink mailers, which are so fun to find in the mailbox. So that's that. But then today I went to the mailbox, the P.O. box, and we got a lovely package from our friend Vicky, who lives in Indonesia, which was really exciting to find that in the box, like a package from Indonesia. What? So thanks, Vicky. Let me show you what we got. Okay, Vicky is the sweetest thing, and she sent I'll save the best thing for last, I think. She sent one little item for each of us, and it was so well thought out and just like so personal, and it truly like touched all of our hearts that you thought that much about us, Vicky, to like pick something just right. So Jody got a tape measure.
I love that.
Like, good idea, Vicky. Good.
Funny.
Kristen got this adorable Lizzie Kate pattern, which I think is so cute.
I love it.
Yeah. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
I got this little, it's by Just Nan, whom I've never heard of before, but look at this little snowman chart.
Oh, adorb.
Right? Super
That's
cute. Love it. Aaron got a chart by Mr. Blueberry Blue. Oh, wait, no, that's what it's called. It's by Tempting Tangles Designs. It's called Mr. Blueberry Blue.
And I will definitely be stitching it. Look at that guy.
We're gonna help you stitch. Those are my cats every frickin' night. Can I
Oh my
stop
God.
doing that, please? Thank you.
So,
Definitely.
perfection.
I love it.
And the other thing that we've got was so good. Hang on.
So good.
Look, okay. It's a face mask, obviously, but check it out. Can you see that?
A Steel City Stitchers mask. I'm so pumped.
Be safe and be representing the Steel City Stitchers at the
So
same
good.
time. I love it.
Oh my God.
Vicky,
I can't.
I just can't.
I can't wait to go to the Crafty U and rock that thing.
Listen, Jody and I are going
Anywhere.
to a very, very small stitch day at the end of March.
Oh, that's right.
That mask will be on my face because I was going to wear a mask anyway. But that mask will be on my face for the entire weekend with pride. I cannot
Let
wait.
me tell you, it is comfy. Like, I've only had it on briefly a couple of times to like show it to all of you, but like comfortable as like the nice thin, so it's not like super, I don't know, just feels like a really nice mask. So Vicky, thank you.
Thank you.
And isn't it funny how we've all become mask snobs over the past year? Like, I definitely have masks in my rotation that I'm like, I don't want to wear that one. Or like, I can't wear that one to the gym. It's too confining. I need something just to not be so close to my mouth. Or like, if I go to school, I want something a little tighter. We've become real mask experts over the past year. That's
like
Saturn.
making masks at the beginning of all of this, and the ones that I liked when I was making them, I don't wear those ones anymore because I changed which style I like. Oh, I didn't miss him.
Hi, buddy.
He's the sweetest. That's so cute.
Do you know how my mom, she was like, because she always tells me, she's like, I watched the Stitchers. I'm like, yeah, what'd you think of the video? She's like, my favorite part was when Jack came in and gave Jody a kiss goodnight. I was like, you and everybody else, you saps.
I love his red PJs. They're so amazing.
His little comb over. Oh, there's Mila.
Aww.
Hi, big girl. Well, Vicky, really,
anyway.
Vicky knocked it out of the freaking park. Let me just say that.
Right?
Thank you, Vicky.
So good. Thank you, Vicky.
Thank you. Thank you.
Incredible.
Is that a
That's
bed?
it for me.
Yeah, it is back there. Okay. I don't know why, but it looks like litter. Like it looks like a big litter box. So I was like, is he gonna go to the bathroom back there?
That's she's licking herself like a lady. Like a lady.
You're on? Come on, you're on camera.
She's like, better.
Your big debut, you're blowing it.
We're gonna get flagged on YouTube for some type of like.
She little ears.
Oh my lord.
She's going back at it. She's not that embarrassed.
I'm telling you, my female dog is more unladylike than my male dogs, and I'm here for it. I love it. I'm like, go at it, Tunes. I don't care. You know, let it fly. All right, let's get into finishes, shall we? I'm excited for mine. I have one tonight. Jody, do you have a finish?
Ooh.
Ew, I finished my flower skulls and I hot glued myself a pillow.
God, that fabric. It looks so good.
Thank you. So I just backed it with that navy that I had talked about, which I think worked fine. And then I glued some pom-poms in between and I stuffed it with polyfill and hot glued this sucker together. No sewing machine required.
I offered to do it. She doesn't.
And Kristen cried herself to sleep that night.
Yeah. I was like, I will do it for you. She's like, yeah, but it would have taken a day. I'm like, yeah, it literally would have taken a day. You could have brought it
taken a day.
One day. But the way I operate is my finish comes out of my snap, goes onto my iron, and it gets finished immediately. And I couldn't wait. Like I couldn't wait. Clear. I had the hot glue gun heating up while I was taking this out of the Q-snap. You know what? No one's going to look at it up close, and it's fine.
It looks great. You did a good job.
I love this fabric. Looking at it on the camera is...
It looks really, it's popping right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. So I have like a wall of finishes. You guys have seen it, and it got a little bit like too much. So I'm starting to collect my finishes, not on purpose. It just kind of happened, like sort of in my office area. I have like a bookshelf, and so it's just like piling up, like higher and higher and higher. I'm gonna sit over there on my little shelf in my office.
Nice.
That was my finish.
Very nice. Hey, a finish is a finish is a finish. I'll say that all day long. You are the queen of FFOs, so no one can judge, okay? No one can. Just know, though, in the future, you need me. I'm here for you. I'll stitch that up.
I'm already reserving you for my mom's upcoming thing. I'm not touching that.
Happy to help. Happy to help. Anybody.
I think I might want you to do my gobble couples as different pillowcases, and then I can switch them out for the season.
Oh,
good idea.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely take care of that.
I was thinking about that earlier. I'm glad you're offering right now.
100%, because that's a great idea. I love that idea. All right, Erin, did you have a finish this week?
I have two. I have one FFO, which I used that beautiful purple dyed lace from Jody.
It looks so good.
Thank you. I just like how bright it is. I wanted it to be like, happy.
I'm glad you did that.
March wasn't happy last year.
No. No.
You might have gone overboard. I'm sorry. What did you say before that, though?
The green fabric in the background. The contrast is beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm really happy that you think that. That was my goal. Was I wanted it to be like very different, but still spring-like.
Mm-hmm. But it goes together 100%.
Thank you. I'm very excited about that. I like that finish. And then I wasn't going to work on this. I even said it last week, but I just couldn't. I only had the flags left, people, so I had to finish it.
Oh, it looks so nice.
Oh, good.
So this will be getting sent to, I believe Erica said a pillow. You'd be making me a pillow for this one, or was it Kristen? I don't remember, but I will contact you both.
I think I remember us talking about this a while ago. I think Erica said she was going to do it, but if she's busy making other
to
great
look like
things.
that bad boy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be so cute, and they live on the water of Traverse City, so it's very nautical there. So I want it to look super nautical, and
yeah, that beautiful blue and white striped nautical fabric is.
That's what you have to have. You have to get that. It looks so good against it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
That looks awesome. Very nice.
Thank
All right,
you.
Erica, did you have a finish this week?
No. Nope.
So, all right, I had one finish. So I'm swapping out all of my Valentine's Day stuff for all of my Easter stuff. And I realized I don't have a lot of spring cross stitch finishes that are complete. And I was looking through my box of finishes, and I really only have one Easter finish that I never actually FFO'd. I forgot I had given my mom some. I have to, when I talked to her on the phone, I'm like, which ones did I give you? Like, can you send me a picture of that? I forget what I gave you. But I had one left that I needed to FFO. So I came up today and I finished it. So I needed to have some content for tonight. But this is Bear's Hunt.
Oh,
Oh my God, it's so good.
By Plum Street Sampler. And if you recall, I used this board for my, it was a Halloween piece. So it was a Halloween piece that I had done on like a fabric, and I put it on foam core. And then I literally just set it on here with a little black rose and put it out for Halloween. So now I have one I can swap out for Easter.
Oh, it's so cute.
So it's
I
not
love it.
bird. I might have to put a magnet on it, but these these carrots that the girls thought were real carrots that I was asking their advice about today, these are fake. And Jason liked the idea of like bunching them together. So I just stuck them on there. And then I did a gold ribbon around the top and then this cute little lace. So that goes.
So cute.
Gorgeous.
Thank you. So, and I just put a little bit of stuffing behind it. And so super simple. But now I have something to swap out for Easter. So I'm really excited about that.
I love it.
Another one done.
Now, next week, I don't expect anyone to have any finishes.
No.
Because it's going to be all March Madness. Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of March Madness stuff.
So excuse us while we take 1 week off from finishes. That'll take the pressure off.
Yes, exactly. So let's talking about WIP, shall we? So this was the kickoff week of March Madness, which started on March 1st. If you don't know what we're talking about, you've heard us talking about it. I'm sure you do at this point, so I'm not going to go into it. If you want to get details about what March Madness is in more detail, you can check out the video that we did separately that describes everything that you need to know, as well as where to get your own personal copy of the bracket. So what you're going to see from us mostly this month is going to be going through our round entries, I guess the battle between the two different pieces before going into the next bracket to see who wins. And we choose our winners by doing Instagram polls. So it's really fun and interactive. And I know we've said it, all night tonight, but it's been great being able to vote on other people's and having people vote on ours. So Jody, let's start with you with what you've been working on since March. Well, and if you had any whips prior to March Madness, I guess I should say.
I didn't work on prior because I had my finish, and then we kind of went like directly into the first, which was on Monday. So my first bracket was this one by the Scarlet House. There's probably dog hair on this. And paired up with Art the Clown, which so what I did was day one, I stitched on this. Day two, I stitched on Art the Clown. And then I posted my poll and realized for like the 16th time how awful Art the Clown is to stitch because I make patterns and I suck at making patterns. So I stitched on it for a little bit. I posted my poll, and even though I told you guys to vote for Art the Clown so that I would be forced to finish it, thank you all for not listening, because that piece of shit is going in the trash, okay? Like, I am so done with it.
I voted for it. I didn't want to vote for it.
I am done. I'm done. I am finished. It's garbage. I'm done. I am not forcing myself to work on it anymore. If you design patterns and you would like to design a more stitchable pattern of Art the Clown, I will pay you money to design an Art the Clown pattern. Catherine, I'm talking to you. Please, like, I want to stitch him, but I can't fathom stitching on that pattern for one more stitch. So he's gone. But I did make progress on this. So I chose a 28 Lugana, and I just chose like a very contrasting pink color to go with it. And that's how far I got on Monday.
It looks great.
I love that color combination.
Thank you for the tape measure. I'm going to need it because I had no idea how big this was going to be. Obviously, I don't measure anything. It's way bigger than I thought it was going to be. It'll fit on my fabric, so I'll be good there. So that was my Monday, my Tuesday. So this one advanced to my next round. So I won't touch that again until the 9th. And then my day 3 bracket was the early bird gets the worm, and this is on the rock stitchery. So there's my pattern. And I worked on him today a little bit.
Oh,
He is.
I love him so much.
I know. So so this will go away now because I won't stitch anymore tonight. But this will now be up against my Ink Circles Metamorphosis, which I'll stitch on tomorrow, and then we'll see. But I love him. I want to finish him. So
That's fun.
All right, is that the one you want us to vote for then, since you're dictating who we have to vote for now?
Nobody listened to me the first time, so I'm not even gonna say.
I
I listened to you.
prior to you telling us that we had to vote for him. So, and I did not vote for him.
Thank you, because I hate
It
him.
was a very difficult click for me. I do not like clowns, but I went, okay, she said she really wants it.
Same here.
Like,
Yes.
cover her eyes.
I love you guys for trying, but I'm very pleased that he is out of he's out of the tournament.
Sure.
Disqualified. He got disqualified for just being so.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yep, unsportsmanlike conduct. Yep.
All
All right, Erin, what were you working on this week for March?
First thing I worked on was the Stitch Along with Brooke. So it was the Tony Luca sale, The Death of Me, You'd Be the Death of Me.
Yes.
And that's on Blood Splatter. And I have to say, like, I mean, I will be completely honest, when I saw the pattern, I was like, yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like a difficult stitch. I didn't know how enjoyable it would be because it's mostly like straight lines. I found myself loving it. Like, it was really enjoyable to stitch. It was fun to see where the blood splatter ended up. Like, it was just really fun. I love the spot with the H and then the E.
I love the E.
Yes.
The E is good, right? I just love the way that the blood, like the where it's turning out. It's really fun to watch that.
That looks
really
great.
And it also still smells like tea, which makes me very happy when I'm stitching it. Love it. So that's going away for a while, but I will come back to it because I really, really enjoyed stitching that. So if you're even remotely interested in Tony Luca and you want to get that pattern, I would recommend it because it is actually really fun. And I did sparkle floss, you know, on blood splatter because why not?
Because you have to. Yes.
Sure. Okay, so my day one, I feel like this was not a fair fight for my second piece. So my day one was the Gobble Couple. Like, I mean, the Gobble Couple's gonna have a hard time losing to anything. It's just a really good pattern.
Yeah, I voted for that one. I'm sorry.
And then stitching it on this fabric, I just feel like
it wasn't
so fall. Like, it's just not a fair fight. It's good. I love this pattern. I'm loving stitching it. I didn't get to do much. You know, it's hard being here. I really haven't had that much stitching time, but a little bit. That was against from Stitch Life. You guys, the Stitch Life box came and it's just sitting there waiting for me to get home. So I will have an unboxing video this weekend for you guys. Hopefully it'll be up by Saturday or Sunday.
Awesome.
It's the Plant Love in 2021 is the pattern. This is another one, like the Brooke one. Like I looked at it and I'm like, I mean, it's cute. I don't know how much I'm gonna love stitching it, and then I find myself loving it. I'm loving the half stitches. I'm loving doing it on the linen, or it's Lugana.
Wow, you made a lot of progress on that.
Because I was enjoying it so much. I was like, I don't want to put it down. Watch the kids for me.
And it's nice that it's like blocks of color, you know, like that. It's just the way the design is, you know, but it's just big blocks of color. You can kind of just keep plowing right through.
I'm excited to go back and do the back stitching. I think that's good. Look at that tree. Look how cool that tree looks.
Yeah.
It lost, but again, I feel like it wasn't a fair fight. It was like the number 1 seed going up against the like last seed. Like I shouldn't have done that, but it's going away. The vote has, you guys have spoken, and it's Gobble Couple for the win. So that's what I'll be doing. And then today, this will be interesting because I have a feeling it's going to move on. I don't have the picture. It's in here. Patrick and Molly. Oh, Gobble.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I have a feeling they're going to be the Gobble couples against each other.
Oh my God, I hope so. That's the matchup that I'm looking for because that is gorgeous.
I don't know which one I vote for because I really love the white. This is the one's popping on the blue.
Yeah.
Good. Like St. Pat's theme, like, you know, you're in the mood for it right now.
You really are. Yeah. That's a really fun stitch. RETM for the win. I saw the Cinderella at the store and I was so close to buying it, but it's just such a big piece and I have so many things right now. I was very close. I'll end up getting it eventually. I don't know who I'm kidding.
All right. So, and then let's just talk, spoiler alert, because Jody talked about who her 4th was going to go up against tomorrow.
Oh, who's it going up against?
Usually day 4.
The thing about my day 4 is if I can actually sit and stitch, it might be a start and finish because I really do usually plow through these. It's going up against this bad boy, which is a really good pattern.
Wow. Yeah. You can start and finish that one tomorrow. I mean, if you do that, that's impressive.
I feel like I can. I did the Candy Corn a Mystery. I mean, that was my birthday, so I had more time to stitch, but I feel like this is not very big. I think I can start and finish it. But then I say that, and it's also date night, so I'm not.
So question is then, is if we finish one during the round, does it automatically advance? Or
the other one advances.
The other one advances.
Okay.
And then you'll just FFO that one like when you can, but it doesn't get to be I mean, unless you want to stop and FFO it. I think I think the Gobble couple would advance so that I could keep stitching it.
I gotcha. Okay.
That's how I want to do it. Jody, is that what you agree with? Yeah. I think if you start and finish it, it's like a DQ, like you've disqualified it.
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I was just thinking about logistically how you would move it forward.
You don't.
You put it.
Yeah.
Done. And then at the end of the month, it's not like, I mean, I doubt any of my pieces will take me up till the end of March. So I'll have time. I'll just FFO multiple pieces.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, it's not like it's not like you want to sandbag yourself so that you don't keep advancing pieces. You want to try to get as many done as you can because the whole goal of this whole month is to get either starts finished or get whips that you've had in your pile finished. So that is a good point. Okay, I'm comfortable with that. Thanks for the clip.
Okay? Everyone okay?
And this is from our good friend. Thank you so much again for my beautiful package. Applaud, sir. Why am I blanking?
Victor.
Thank you. It's been a long day, Victor. Thank you again. I love it, and I'm excited to stitch it. Hey, you can let us know. I don't know if he finished it. He probably did. He's a fast stitcher. That small of a pattern, I bet he started and finished that himself.
I haven't seen his progress. Let me see here.
He's doing some big stuff.
Yeah.
He's doing all full coverage for the whole of March. Insane.
I'm so impressed by the stuff that he stitches. Like, it's insane.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen any updated posts from him lately, but I did see his bracket, which I remember I'd commenting on that he was a maniac, doing all full coverage pieces, but how much I loved it, because I was like, that is just taking it. I mean, between full coverage for Stitch Mania, or for March Madness, and then you have like Athena who's doing like 30 different brackets.
Her system is so complicated, but it's such a cool idea to touch all of your projects like that.
And like, I've just been having so much fun voting on her stuff. I'm like, girl, I don't know how any of this works or how you have this all laid out. Like, I'm still very confused about that, but I'm gonna vote on it, and I have a blast doing it. So yeah, awesome.
Yes.
All right, Erica, what have you been stitching on for March Madness?
Okay, well, I started my bracket on the 27th of February. So I did my first 2 projects before March happened because I'm slow and I just wanted to. And also because I wanted to factor in time to work on the Christmas wreath. So I've done 4 March Madness things. The first one was Christmas Parade by Trellis and Time. Here it is, what I have so far. I finished. I know, all I have left is Mrs. Claus and like the rest of the thing. I finished the reindeer and I finished the word Mary and I got the presents going on over here. So I made a lot of progress in one day and I was pretty impressed with myself. And then I worked on day 2, a new start of Ho Ho Ho, which is also by Trellis and Time. And it is very small. And this is 18 count fabric, so it's like teeny tiny. I mean, it's basically almost done because all it says ho ho ho, and then Santa is standing there, and that's it.
Like for that, but unfortunately, that one, yeah, didn't.
Yes, the Christmas Parade moved on in the competition, but I'm sure that I can finish this quickly when I get the minute. Like I could probably finish this within 2 days. Probably. We'll see. Maybe I'm being too optimistic.
No, you totally could. I think you'll finish that one much quicker than you're giving yourself credit.
Mm-hmm. I think so. It really was going quickly. So 2 Trellis and Time patterns, Christmas Parade, moving on. In the second matchup, I had I Love You Dearly by Frosted Pumpkin. I finished some of the flower, like I worked on flowers over here, and then I worked on Dearly on the bottom. And that went along pretty well. I also put in the noses and like the cheeks of the deer. Those are these like random patches of coral in the middle, part of the deer themselves. And that one is up against my first piece that I've ever stitched on Lugana. It's true. Here it is. This teeny tiny hummingbird by Design. It is very small. Like I've already done all of this color green that is going to be there. So like
I love him though.
Yeah.
You're doing great. How are you feeling about the Lugana?
I think it looks very nice. And like visually it's very beautiful and the fabric feels nice to work with, but I'm still like very much having to like pay super close attention to where my stitches are because I'm like I like watched the video that you guys made for Caterpillar about I watched it over and over like the little like drawing I was like, okay, there are 9 holes. Okay, I can do this. So I'm like, like,
I
so
love
it-
you
it's
watched the
definitely
video Erin and I made so that you could teach yourself.
so many times. Oh my I was so afraid. So I think it's going pretty well
Looks
though.
great.
Like,
Yeah, it looks amazing.
and I just was like creeping along, and like I understand how to do it. It just takes way more concentration, and I'm sure that that will like would change in time with like more Lugana stitching. But the reason that I like
Yeah, for sure.
like part of the reason I like stitching is because I can like turn my brain off a little bit and just like work, and it's like a mental break. So then I was like, so worked up about that one. But I like it. I'm really excited to finish it. I put him right in the center of this piece of fabric that he's really tiny. So like that was silly. Like I should have done it in half. But I also didn't want to like be wrong.
Yeah,
You
you
totally Jody.
I did. So that one is currently up for voting between I Love You Dearly and the Hummingbird. They're up in my polls right now, so tomorrow we will see the winner, but I think I Love You Dearly is leading the charge right now. So
yeah.
And so then I've also been working on Christmas wreath, and now I'm working on that today and tomorrow because I did 4 days of March Madness, and then I'm doing 2 days of Christmas wreath. So here is what I'm working on now. I'm trying to finish this dang ornament here.
I love it.
But surely it's coming along. And then on the 5th, I will pick back up with March Madness stuff.
Very nice.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that idea. I like giving yourself a break to get back to your monthly stuff that you have an obligation to. So
yeah, and I'll do that again in between a couple of other rounds, like a day or 2 days between a couple of things. So hopefully that will help me keep on track.
Yeah, absolutely. I like it.
Yay!
All right. So before March Madness started, I did have a chance to put in a couple more stitches on Impossible by Satsuma Straight. I love this one. And just to give you an idea, I'm doing this one on this beautiful sparkle fabric from Jody. And here's where I'm at.
Oh my God.
It looks so pretty on that fabric. It's so gorgeous.
I cannot wait to get that red and the orange down in the sun. I can't wait to get that done. I absolutely love this fabric, and I love how this piece is stitching up. It looks, I think the thing about her patterns, and even like some Erin Condren ones, is that like they look more complicated than what they are. I mean, they're just, the text makes it look a little bit more intricate than what it is, but the stitching is not any more difficult. So I love this. So I
always find Satsuma very relaxing to stitch.
Yeah. So it's like, it seems to be big blocks of color. And this one, there's a lot of back stitching and half stitches and things like that. So it should go pretty quickly once I get most of the stitching part of it done. The X is done. So I'll be excited to come back to that one, hopefully at the end of this month sometime. So then I started for Stitch Madness. So March Madness, I started on my first one, which is in my...
Yay!
So little and perfect for this pattern because I'm doing March Blows by Bent Creek, which you could be like, March Blows, or you could be like, March Blows. Like, it just depends on.
I tell you, in Michigan, March is blowing. It is so windy here. It's crazy. Is it like that back in Pittsburgh too right now?
Yeah, it's been windy the past couple of days. Yeah. But I mean, it's not like March blows. It's March blows. So here's where I'm at on that one. So that was a day of stitching. It does not take very long. This one is not going to take me very long at all. So that one is, and this is just on a piece of gray scrap fabric that I had in my stash. I think Erin did give me a bunch of like gray scraps that we had received from something or other. And it's perfect for these little patterns. I wanted something a little bit more prim. And then, so that one was on day 1. And then yesterday it went up against my first little stitcher pattern, which there will be 4 of them throughout this process, and Garden Treasures. And I vowed that I was going to finish 2 of these. So I started with the little birds at the bottom. And then I haven't decided which one I'm going to go to next. I'm not going to cheat and do like one of these smaller ones that are just big blocks of color. I'll do probably one of these little girls. This one's a little big.
That's a great idea.
It's a little big for my liking, but I'm doing it on this piece of Color and Cotton fabric. And I apologize, I don't remember what the name of it is, but here's all the farther I am. So, but it's super cute. And the white isn't showing up as bright as what I would like it to, but I think it'll be okay because once I turn it into a little pillow, I'm going to definitely edge the pattern with a little bit of like spring looking fabric and then do some lace on it. So I think it'll pop the white once I actually get the coordinating fabric with it. So that was day 2. And then
Wait, which one won between those 2?
so those ones were still, I haven't seen which one is going to yet. Unfortunately, at this point, they are 50-50. So
Hey, great.
It's a dead heat. So I might have to employ the Facebook votes. I would usually count those up. And then this year I was like, I'll post it to Facebook, but unless I get like a big amount of people that are voting on it, I probably won't. Or in this case where I have a tie. So I had one person on Facebook vote, which might swing it. Yeah.
That's funny because I think my Facebook friends are afraid to vote on it. They've seen it, but no one's voting. I'm like, it's not a big deal. People just pick one.
Yeah, it's not.
They're not stitchers.
The Facebook crowd is not as savvy as the Instagram crowd.
True.
All right, so that was day 2. So then today I started stitching on, and for those 2, I don't really care which one advances. I would like for both of them too. And I feel like both of them will be finishes before the end of the month anyway, especially if March Blows doesn't advance. That one's such an easy one. It's going to get finished eventually. So day 3, I started working on Spring Hair Etching by Heart and Hand. And I love this one because it's only 2 colors. And here's where I'm at.
Looks like a chocolate bunny.
So I'm actually using the variegated floss that that Erica, that you had thrown in our bag last week. And this one is Brown Sugar by Classic Colorworks. So that's the brown that I'm using for the bunny. But he does look like a chocolate bunny. I love it. So this one will be super easy. And then that one is going to go up against day 4. And I already have the fabric all ready to go. And I'm really excited about this one. Arctic Animal.
Oh, yes. I'm so excited for you to stitch that.
And look at this blue pick for it.
Very bold choice.
Jody fabric, because so this calls for like that brown around the outside. I'm going to do that in white. So I definitely want that to pop on the blue. I could either do like a white or a like a light gray color to give it a little bit of like shimmer instead of doing such a harsh.
I love the blue. It's very Arctic. I love it.
Yeah, I thought blue would be a good choice. So I'm glad you guys agree. So I'm really excited to get started with these ones tomorrow. And I think because I love him so much, I got to do the narwhal first, and then I got to go with the walrus. So if I to be those 2 will have to be completed if this one moves on.
I thought for sure you'd pick the penguin.
I mean, I love them all. That little fox too. Like, look at how cute his little face is.
is really cute.
Oh yeah.
He has like a little like mouth. But I love the ball. But I have to do that narwhal. I always think of Buddy the Elf. You know,
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
thanks, Mr. Narwhal. So excited to see which one of those will advance. So then whoever wins the first bracket, I'll keep my fingers crossed that we have one more that throws the tie, because right now it's not looking so good. I haven't checked it in a while, but we were at 50-50. So we'll see what happens. It's cool though, not like having any say. You know, you just kind of have to let it go to the voters and let it go to fate. Whatever they choose is what you go with. All right, so I think that was it for our stitching. And we had a giveaway for last week, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. What did we have last week?
Yeah. So we have this, every bunny do the hop is the pattern.
Oh,
so you can see it a little bit better this week.
Mm-hmm.
And our winner is Tracy Baker.
Yay, Tracy.
I feel bad because Tracy messaged and said, can you explain how to do stories? If I could explain how to do polls in stories, then I could help my mom set up her printer long distance. Like, I just can't explain things like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm always like, Mom, don't even call me. I can't do it. I'm sorry, Tracy. I hope you figured it out. I would happily find a video on YouTube and send it to you if you still need help with it.
There's a lot of things on Instagram that I don't even know how they work yet. There's a lot of things within the story function too that it's way beyond my capabilities. So
there's just a lot. So I'm very sorry. But she also said that the thing she likes best about spring is that it's no sock weather. And I agree. I like not wearing socks. I'm excited to get back to that because my feet are freezing right now.
Mm-hmm. No socks, no shoes. That's how I roll. Mm-hmm.
That's how she rolls too. So you guys could be buds. And then on Instagram, I got 1,000 subscribers. Like, out of nowhere, I was at like 700, and I don't know. I think it's because of March Madness. But thank you guys, like everyone that joined, and I did 2 winners, and they're getting like a box of goodies from me. So thank you so much for doing that. I'm excited.
Yeah, awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's a big deal. I was really pumped about that. It gives me good street cred with my nieces and nephews. So thank you. I'm always like, you guys, we're up to like 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. They actually are super impressed with that.
It's the little things, people. The little things. So thank you for Erin for getting that that winner out. Get Tracy out her pattern. So Tracy, congratulations. And we have another special giveaway this week. Erica, why don't you tell the fine folks what they are for this week?
Why don't I just show them?
Yeah!
Now the caveat is you have to take the one that Erica has on her face.
No, that's not true. It's in a little like individually packaged in like a little plastic thing. I will not have touched it or put it on my face. So no worries.
Listen,
our friend Vicky sent us.
Out of the 4 of us, Erica is the last person that would just touch someone's mask or do anything like that. The rest of us are questionable. Erica keeps it close. So I hope you guys are excited about this. You get your own very own Felicity Stitchers branded mask. Oh, I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah. So what do you want them to say this week?
I don't know. Oh, okay. They could say like their favorite masked like superhero or something of that nature, like masked individual, right? Like Lone Ranger or Batman or like something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I like that. I like that.
Different kind of mask, but
thank you, Vicky, for sending us an extra one. Like she said 5. Like how great is that? So we get to share it.
And we will we'll tag Vicky in somewhere. We'll tag her Instagram so you guys can follow her on Instagram as well. Because she does some really cool cross stitch projects. So she's a really good one to follow. So thanks, Vicki, and our subscribers appreciate it as well that you contributed this beautiful mask so that people can represent the Steel City Stitchers wherever they go. I know I'll be wearing mine literally all the time. So
can I tell you how amazing it would be to be out in public and see somebody wearing a Steel City like that would be, I mean, it'd be crazy.
That's like Priscilla and Chelsea probably feel when they see women wearing stitching with the housewives gear or having a tote bag. Like it's just, I know it's little things, guys, but like for us, this is mind blowing. And we say this all the time, but I still cannot believe that we have as many people who watch our channel, people who follow us on Instagram, who care about us as people, and have just created this like amazing community around us. So we love you guys. And like the more that we can do with sharing the wealth of what we get from our generous viewers when they throw extras in for you guys, we want to make sure that you get it. And any little thing that we can do to keep you guys, keep your spirits high and keep your engagement high, we want to do it because we appreciate you guys so much. So very much. So it's amazing. All right. So we will have the mask for next week. Plans for this week, ladies, obviously Stitch Madness, but anything else going on in your stitchy world?
Do up the bracket.
That should be a hashtag. The bracket rules my life. I literally won't touch anything unless it's on that bracket. So,
you know what? My biggest concern, I have that one unboxing coming, and then I also have the Gilmore Girls one, and I put that on my bracket, and the label says label created but not shipped. So I don't know if that's like a USPS error or if she just hasn't taken it to the post office yet. So I don't know when that's gonna come. When that comes, what's that?
Do you have a backup just in case?
That's what I was thinking. I might switch things around and hope it comes, or maybe I'll put the original. I had something else planned for that. So I have so many things kitted already that I'll just throw something. Or I could do one of these guys that I just got. Maybe I'll do my kitty cat one. I'll do the kitty cat round.
Good idea.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, for sure.
There's my backup. But when that comes, I'll do an unboxing.
I love a good unboxing video from Erin. She does them. She's the best at doing unboxing videos. And I'm not just saying that because she's
I'll take any box out there.
You watch Erin's unboxing videos because you do them so well. You actually show all of the stuff in the box and you explain it really well. It's just very well done. So, all right, we are going to get back to stitching. We hope that you guys are staying safe, you're staying healthy, you're enjoying some nice weather, hopefully in your area, and you're getting ready for spring wherever you are. So we love you guys. Thank you. And we'll see you next week. Bye.